Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction and our next Halloween special to Mad God. This is interesting because I know pretty much nothing about this film at all. Unlike pretty much all the other films on this list, actually all the other films on this list for this Halloween special, I know practically nothing about this. I don't know anything about the story, characters, actors, or anything. All I know is I know what one of the creatures, demons, whatever they are, looks like. Because I've seen literally not even a full trailer, but one small clip from a trailer. I've seen it shared around social media and everything, just of that monster like screaming or whatnot. I know that this is a stop motion film, and I know that it is a passion project created by Phil Tippett, who was a dinosaur designer and everything, who worked on Jurassic Park. And other movies, of course, too, but Jurassic Park's one of the big ones that he's credited for. He was a creature designer for that, and this has been a passion project of his, I think, for over 2 decades. So this is a big deal that this finally came out. This movie was released on Shudder, I do know that. But like I said, I don't know really anything about the story, characters, anything like that. So I'm just kind of curious as to what it's going to be like. Based off of the one design I seen, it did seem kind of like monster, demon kind of design with that creature. But I can't say for absolute certain. But I am very much interested in it because of Phil Tippett. And I have actually heard quite a bit of positive praise for this film. While I've heard no spoilers, I've heard people saying a lot of positive things about the stop motion work and about the horror. Again, without actual spoilers or anything. But apparently this did pretty damn well. And considering it is a passion project for a guy who's well known in the movie industry, it's definitely something I wanted to check out. Unlike other movies on our Halloween special, it's not from a major franchise, but it is doing pretty well from everything I've seen. So that is one of my qualifiers for the Halloween special, either from a major franchise or a movie that's really popular. One or the other, or both. And this one, from what I can tell, is really popular, so it counts. But yeah, since I don't know what else to talk about, because I don't know anything else about this, I guess we should just get this going. I'm hoping to love this, but I don't know. Stop motion, I usually tend to enjoy stop motion, but I don't think I've ever seen a serious horror film done in stop motion, because Coraline is not serious. It's a horror film, but it's a family horror film. And Nightmare Before Christmas, again, not even really horror. Horror themed, but not actual horror itself. But this one is like a serious horror film from what I've gathered. Either way, let's get this going and find out what it's like. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the movie. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. I don't know what I just watched. I've seen movies, both movies and shows and various things. Media, let's just put it that way. I've seen media on the channel and off that has left me utterly befuddled before. And going into this not knowing pretty much anything about like what the actual movie is about or anything, I had no idea what to expect from it. But it wasn't this. So I looked it up, by the way. It was 30 years in production. This was being worked on while Phil Tippett was working on RoboCop 2. And it was shelved when he was working on Jurassic Park. But then came back like years and years and years later. And he finally got it finished with help from others and everything, with help from Kickstarter. Finally got to fulfill his passion project. I don't know like what he's trying to say with this. There is definitely a lot of room for a lot of commentary in here in regards to war, civilization, human, just humanity in general. And I can only assume that that kind of stuff is in here. But just watching this, I would not be able to tell you what any of the ideas or themes were supposed to be, or how they translate into what actually became this film. There are way too many questions. Way too many things left unexplained, because this movie doesn't really explain anything. It just goes and expects you to figure things out from background information and whatnot. It's kind of the definition of abstract. I don't think you're supposed to know exactly what is happening. I don't think you're supposed to know the exact nature of this world, or of what made it like this, or what any of these characters' intentions are. It's supposed to be, like I said, abstract. It's supposed to be unexplained. That's what I'm getting from it, at least. From a visual standpoint, with this being stop motion for at least the most part, yeah, obviously it's stunning. The stop motion work is breathtakingly great. No one's going to argue that. The effects, the sound design, all of that is amazing. And if that's what Tippett was going for, if that was his main goal, just to show off an abstract, almost apocalyptic kind of scenario within just impressive as hell stop motion animation and everything, then he succeeded. It's just story, character, plot wise, I have no fucking clue what's happening. And on top of that, there's also a lot of stuff that's just clearly like gross out and like horror, in terms of like, this is fucking like unsettling and unenjoyable to watch, which is clearly the point for some of this stuff. So I'm not using that as an issue with the film. I'm saying that it's unenjoyable to watch because it's designed to be unenjoyable to watch. The one creature that I knew about, the one design, that weird blob thing with what looked like titties near the beginning, the one that screamed when it opened the door and everything and eventually chopped up that other creature, that was the only thing I knew about, because again, all I had seen from a trailer was like that short clip of it screaming. So That was my only context going into this. I did not expect what we got. I thought it was going to be more like maybe someone kind of fighting monsters or something like that. I wasn't expecting this at all. And it's like, do you count the person in all that gear that you follow for a good portion of the film? Is that supposed to be the main character, or is there not really a main character to this film? Because that character clearly dies, but also may not have been, in fact, most likely was not a real person, and maybe some kind of clone or homunculi or something created by that dude with the long fingernails and toenails too. And if so, were they sent down there by the old man specifically to die like this? Was that always the intent? To allow that one person, I assume an alchemist, considering turn the remains into gold and everything, to restart the universe? Was that like always the plan there? I have so many questions. I'm so lost. I just... And why restart the universe? You think it's going to end up better the next time? I genuinely am so confused about this film. It wasn't bad, and again, visually it was absolutely stunning. It was so well made. It was so well designed. The effects with the stop motion were next level, unquestionably. But just the viewing experience was so like mind destroying that I don't understand at all what this film was even really about. So, I guess that was a thing we watched. I don't even know how to feel about it. I don't even know whether to say I liked it or not. I'm just so thrown off by it. It's like I don't know. But that was our fourth Halloween special reaction. So next week we get to our final one, and that one hopefully should not be as confusing. Because our final Halloween special reaction, which will be on Halloween Day, October 31st, will be Halloween Kills, the second movie in this current trilogy. And yes, I know Halloween Ends like just came out and everything. Other reactors are putting their videos up for it, but I still haven't seen Halloween Kills, so we're just getting to that for this Halloween special. But yeah, so I guess tell me in the comments below, what did you think of Mad God? Did you understand anything? Because if you did, you definitely understood more than me. And did you enjoy it or not? Did you think it was too abstract, or did you think it was easy enough to follow along with and enjoy? Let me know your thoughts down below. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off because I have a headache. See y'all next time.